Hi bees, welcome. My name is Amzat Abiblai from Coachwick Nigeria Enterprises. In this video, we'll be talking about projects. What does project means in GitHub, and what's the difference between project and repository? Now, just before we go there, remember we clicked on this the other time and it was showing some nasty thing. I think that has been fixed. It was network issue. Now, yeah, this is my site. So if you want to read about me, you want to know more about me, you can quickly just click on this. Now, as I was saying, now coming to project, what's the difference between project and repository in GitHub? It's very confusing what project and repository means, but I will try my best to get you convinced and not confused. Project means project board in GitHub. Project means project board. And what we use project board to do, it is a Kanban visualization way of managing your repositories. Now, there are basic rules in creating projects. The first thing is that there are three types of projects. This project you are looking at here, create new project you are looking at here, your projects is the same you are looking at here. Now, what are the three types of projects we have? The first one is user project, the second one is organization project, and the third one is repository project. That means a project can belong to a user. You can create another project that belongs to a repository level, and you can create another project that belongs to organization level. What an organization means in GitHub will later know by God grace. Now, if you create a project at user level, this means that the project will be attached to you as a user. All the projects created at user level will be attached to you as a user. Let's say, for example, this project I've created. Now, if I click on this project tab at the user in the user interface, it's going to load me to two projects. I have one open, one closed. Let me deal with the open one. So actually, there is nothing there, but just to have a view of what it looks like. Now, in this project, now I can add cards to it. Adding card to a project simply means I want to add repositories and so on. We use the cards to add repository and more. Now, but my point is this: when you create projects at user level, you can attach repositories. I think it's about 25 maximum repositories that you can attach to a project created at user level. Now, that project, or let's say this project we are talking about, it's not the regular project terminology you use. That is where it gets confusing. You know, as a developer, you say, okay, I'm working on a particular project. That project is the application you are working on, right? But when you come to GitHub, the word project simply means project board. It's an abbreviation for project board. So when you're creating projects, you are creating project board actually, and it's not like you are creating that project you use in regular term, but rather you are creating a project board to manage your repository, which is a working directory that consists of the files and folders of that project you are using or you are creating as a developer using the developer pattern. Now, it gives you the visual progress of the whole thing. Typically, this doesn't have anything it's doing, but don't worry, we'll make it do something in the later future. Now, let's now look at how you can create projects at the user level. Now, I can come to project tab and create new, and I can come to this add tab and create new project. It's going to do the same way, so I'm going to choose this. Now, by clicking on that button, you can see I can give the project name, and just any project name will do. We are not doing that now. You can give the description of the project, and you can give the template. Now, you know I told you it's a Kanban visualization of the whole thing. So most often than not, I choose automated Kanban. It does a lot of things itself. Now, you can make it private or make it public. If you make it private, you can choose those that can make changes to the project, and if you make it public, anyone can make changes to it. Now look at this. Because this project is being created at a user level, repositories have to be linked to it. Now you may choose to link at first, or you may choose to link later after the project has been created, but you have the choice of linking about 25 repositories. That means this single project can be used to manage 25 different repositories maximum as a user. Then you click on create. Now that's about user project. Now you can create projects at a repository level. Now let's come to a repository. Let me just click on repository. I have like 6 repositories. Let's click on that. Clicking on repository, sorry. Okay, I can choose let's choose the DAO class. Now once I click on the DAO repository rather, now you can see it's a library designed to make JDBC connection easier when working with servlet, GSP, MVC, blah 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 blah, and NT architecture. Forget that, it's web project. Now looking at this project, you can see I actually have 0 projects here, but at the former interface I was having 2 projects that was showing user layer project. Now in this case I'm inside the repository abiblai/DAO, and in this repository I don't have any project at this inside this repository, so there is no repository project for this particular repository. If I want to create one, I'm going to click on this tab, and it's going to show me, it's going to try to load, but it's not going to see any project because there's no project. So I can create project. I can click on create project. So when I click on create project, then it's going to create project for this particular DAO. Let's try to create one, and let's say, okay, actually we don't need it, but let's say DAO project. Let's say DAO project board. DAO project board, and let's give it description, probably to visually manage, to visually manage DAO repository, DAO repo. Now, and I'm going to click on my template. I told you I love automated type. It's what I usually use. Let me click that. Okay, automated, please select. Now you can see there is no link repository to it. Why? Because this particular project board, also called project, is being created inside the repository. So GitHub will just automatically link that repository to it. So I can click on create project, and let's see how that goes. Now it's doing that, and it's doing it well. Now you can see, wow, it's now have the project board, and with this project board you can visually manage everything that is going on inside this DAO repository. And mind you, I set it to be public. I think, yes, it was public. That means anyone can make changes to this board, and whatever changes that is being made to this board equally affects the repository. So that is that on repository. So sorry, project board. That's my bad. So now let's check project board at organization layer. Now for us to create a project board, or let's say project at organization layer, that is organization project, we have to be inside organization. And to actually do that, let me take it quick back to my organization. I have an organization here. You can see I can click on it, and I'm a member of this organization, and it's a newly created organization and no repository yet. However, we can create organization projects. Now if I click on this project, The project you are seeing here, it's actually organization project. That means I can create project board for organizations, and in that project board can be used to manage about 25 repository. I wonder why that happened. It can be used to manage like 25 repository. So that is that on project. Thank you very much. We will be discussing more later on projects as we make use of GitHub. However, I understand what project means and how project differs from repository. Once again, project is being used to visually manage your repository. It can be created at user level, repository level, organization level. Project is not a repository, and projects are not being contained inside repository. Rather, repositories are being contained inside projects. So you cannot create a project now, you cannot create a repository now, and when you create the repository, inside that repository you want to create the project. Now that's repository project. But now when you create projects inside the project, you cannot create a repository. So it's the other way, is that way around, sorry. And as I said earlier, repository are simply directories, working directories of that work you're doing, that application or software you're trying to develop, and you're kind of versioning. So that working directory is called repository. So it's going to be on the server side, as this is a central server VCS, version control system. And that'll be all for now. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time.